Well, what's going on, brothers and sisters, Republican brothers and sisters? I'm your big boss man, Dickhead. And this here's Dickhead Show. And this here's Dickhead's letters to the Dick. And we got one here. We're gonna start here with a letter from a gal named Joni, and Joni wants to know, Dear Mr. Head, since the Supreme Court ruled in Citizens United decision that corporations have corporate personhood and can therefore invest all the amount of money that they want to influence our elections as free speech, American free speech, I'm concerned that we won't be able to recognize this country in 10 years when these corporations can outspend every single one of us concerned citizens contributing money to their opponents. I'm concerned that this money is going to be poured into the campaigns of corporate Republicans who are just going to protect the tax breaks for corporations and other corporate rackets that are going on in this country at the expense of programs for the American people, including rebuilding our infrastructure, as corporations use these politicians and use their protectionist influence and use their political influence to avoid paying their fair share of taxes. And Joni goes on here to say, now, this decision by the Supreme Court is going to result in corporations spending more money on our campaigns and on the political messaging than all of their opponents, contributors, could ever muster up. All the money we could ever contribute to our candidates is going to be trumped by this corporate flood of corporate money from this Citizens United decision. That's why there's a group called Move On. That's why there's a group called Move to Amend with a website, movetoamend.org, to try to get the Congress to amend the Constitution to overturn the Supreme Court decision in Citizens United versus the United States government, and to amend the Constitution of the United States so that corporations are no longer regarded as legal people, to remove corporate personhood. That it's the only way that the playing field could ever be leveled so that our campaigns could ever be fair. What do you think about that, Mr. Head? Well, Joni, elections have never been fair, and they never will be fair, and the Citizens United decision just makes it official. The big money runs the show. It's always run the show, and it's gonna keep running the show. You little loving liberal lady, you. Well, I gotta love you, Joni, for writing the show, but Dickhead here's gonna have to set you straight on a couple of things. First of all, the word from the soups, from the men in the black dresses, the Republican men in the black dresses, is the law of the land. For as long as they live and breathe and want to stay serving on our Supreme Court for our sake of justice. And I don't mean justice, I mean protection of just us, if you know what I mean. That decision to create corporate personhood was the best thing since George W. Bush decided to run for president of the United States. Since his daddy was head of the CIA and decided to run for president. Since Ronald Reagan ran for president. Since the corporations started getting everything they wanted, baby. This Supreme Court decision is just making it official that this here is a corporate controlled country. That the corporations are calling the shots. The corporations are getting the breaks. The corporations are getting the contracts. The corporations are making the money. And the corporations are spending the money on the campaigns and on the political messaging that they need, that they want to protect their business, their piece of the pie, to protect their way of doing things in this country, and to protect their tax breaks. That's right. Without that, why, we couldn't make the profits that we're making now, could we, Miss Joni? And that's what it's all about. Profit, baby. And not paying no taxes. No taxes, nothing. And that's the way it is in this newfangled nation of America. Corporate America. The America that you ain't gonna recognize is here, baby. So you might as well just save your dollars and invest in our corporations. And when it comes time to vote, you might as well just vote Republican, Joni. You might as well just leave those little lily-loving crybaby liberals alone and just side with them when they get beat. When they get beat by Republicans. Because, baby, our war chest is huge now, baby. We got unlimited campaign cash to float to any of our candidates anywhere in this country, and ain't nobody gonna stop us. We don't have to even report who the hell we are, baby. It's big money. It's gonna be paying for big politicians to sit in big frickin' chairs in Congress, and it's gonna put the next president in the White House, and vice president, and next president after that, because we got it. We got that decision that we wanted from our Supreme Court, Republican Supreme Court justices. And all I can say is, God bless the men in the black dresses. You go, Stoops. You the man. Oh, yeah. Thanks for writing the show, Joni. Now, if you all got letters, and you want to write the Big Dick here a letter, you just get out your pen and paper and write down letters to Dickhead Show, 126 Dickville Lane, Dickville, North Dakota. Oh, it's not spelled Dakota, but you know what I mean. And I'll read it on the show. And if I read it on the show, you're going to get a Dickhead t-shirt just like Joni here. It's got my picture on it. And it just says, don't be a dick. Because I'm the only dick. I'm Dickhead, you're Republican big boss man, and you ain't. In fact, you ain't even rich enough to be a Republican, are you? I didn't think so. So you just enjoy election, or shall I say erection 2012, and you watch as them corporations start spreading the cash, baby. Oh yeah, we're gonna make some of them nilly-loving liberal politicians look real bad, baby. 'Cause that's our job. Get in that Congress, get in that White House, and pass those laws so we can get our money back. That's the way it is. I'm Dickhead, your Republican big boss man, and you ain't. I'm out of here.